So, got my palette of oil paints here. I'm at the Botanic Gardens in Glasgow. And I'm going to paint some fish. I think mainly I'm interested in desaturating, so even though I've got quite a lot of colour out, probably not going to end up with that in the painting. It'll mostly be a bit more murky and a lot of white at the end. So let's do a sketch. What's really interesting about doing this from life is that you're getting a much more organic interpretation than you're going to get from a photo. My previous drawings have all been photos from this, so right now I'm getting down some of the reflection of the glass house, and I think I'll add in the fish right at the very end. The first part's just got to be paint on your canvas or your board, whatever you've got, and then you can refine. So keep everything loose, don't commit to anything, you just want a kind of idea of where the components in your composition are going to be. So having a plan once you've got to this stage, once you've got some paint on your canvas is really good. So what I'm going to do is re-establish some of my darks. I can see things that I like the structure of the main sort of, what you call them, panes of glass. So I'm going to put them in, then I'm going to paint the water, then I'm going to add in a fish, and then I'm going to re-establish all these wiggly lines that are the individual panes of glass right at the end. So I've seen a fish I like. I have to commit now to put it into the painting to build up enough layers. So this is quite a thin layer. This is going to be thicker, and there's going to be more of a gradient from dark to light. So I need to establish where the main fish is going to go. So it's that one there. Quite like that. It's not orange, not red, but it has a nice kind of lightness that's going to play off, if I get it right, against the kind of dark and light in the water. It's brighter than everything else. So a lot of this kind of study is to do with perceiving the values. So that's what I'm trying to get right at this stage. So I've got my fish in. When you're painting something like this, I'm not really painting the fish, so I don't want to paint it more than that. Because it's the pond and the reflection that's the focus. If I over-egg the fish, then it becomes the subject rather than, part of the composition. Yeah, you might want to film these going in, because it's kind of sink or swim for the painting in terms of will it work. So I've not got black here, I've got a mixture of Payne's grey, a little bit of burnt umber. But really just want a dark value. So I've put the second fish in. I managed to not block the composition too much. I'm very close to being done because I can tell I can't add much more and not ruin it.